Right now at 10, snow on the way. Your First Warned Weather Team has what you need to know.
And a pair of alleged burglars on the loose, what they're targeting and where they might be.
Plus, a federal grant will increase internet access in the Chippewa County region.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We have a first alert day starting tomorrow. Let's send it right over to Chief Meteorologist for the details on our winter weather coming.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of it like this snow probably for the last, even last winter we didn't really see much of this way amount of snow. So this is kind of the first taste we saw, and it is going to be somewhat of a good punch to it as you look at the alert day conditions. Where you see the pink, that is winter storm warnings. That's where they could see the higher amounts, potentially over 6 inches. Lesser amounts in the shaded purple areas, but still that could be quite a lot of snow too. And as you go further southeast towards Prairie Sheen in those areas, they might even see a little bit of a freeze and drizzle mixed in there too. But overall, right now, everything is quiet. We do have a little bit of flurry activity early this evening, but most of that has dissipated or pushed east. Otherwise, the snow really has stayed to the west yet. As we kind of time out, you can see that beginning to approach the area, but it won't be until probably around 3 a.m. to 4 that we see this line get close enough to Eau Claire and La Crosse. Far western areas may see that around 4 with this first initial band coming through. So really through the morning, the snow is going to pick up in intensity quite quickly towards the late morning. That's when the accumulation will come down. A little bit of a wind there too in the early hours that could cause a little bit of blowing and visibility reduction. Similar story to Eau Claire, but probably a little bit earlier with the heavier snowfall coming through and only getting up to about 23, and the snow will continue through the noon hour. So later on, we'll kind of time out what it looks like going throughout the rest of the day, how much we'll actually receive, and what it looks like going into Friday and the weekend ahead.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, the 2 victims of the deadly Madison school shooting have now been identified. 14-year-old Ruby Vergara and 42-year-old Michelle E. West were killed in Monday's incident. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that West, a teacher, was pronounced dead at the scene. Both Vergara and West died from gunshot wounds.
The men hit businesses in La Crescent, La Crosse, Onalaska, and Winona. Both suspects are young men seen wearing black hoodies. They were also using a stolen white Kia, but have abandoned it. Police say they broke into businesses and restaurants by smashing windows and climbing roofs. One of those targets was Mango's Mexican and American Grill in Winona.
Took whatever was in the register. They did kind of wander around the restaurant a little bit, but it was just the register most that they took, whatever money was in there.
Police say the suspects are between 18 and 21 years old.
Bond has been lowered for the woman accused of killing 6-year-old Alexavier Pedrin. This is the second time bond has been lowered for Josie Dykeman, who was originally held on a $1 million cash bond. In La Crosse County Court today, the 32-year-old's bond lowered this time from $250,000 to $50,000 cash with conditions. Those include GPS house arrest and no contact with children. Her trial is set for August.
A Fountain City woman is accused of stealing $13,000 from a Cochrane Fountain City booster club. 52-year-old Christina Foley allegedly wrote 4 unauthorized checks while managing accounts for the parent-run Pirate Booster Club. According to the criminal complaint, Foley told police she got behind on her bills and had tried to replace the money over time. Foley faces 1 felony theft charge and will appear in court in January. She's currently free on a $1,500 signature bond.
The woman charged with setting the Sparta Walmart on fire now is pleading guilty. 18-year-old Emma Smith was charged with arson almost a year ago. The fire she allegedly set inside caused more than $7 million in damages. The judge has sentenced Smith to 60 days in jail and 4 years probation. She'll also have to pay $8.6 million in restitution.
The man accused of killing his 2 children and almost killing his wife is competent to stand trial. That's the ruling from a Clark County judge today. 29-year-old Victor Gomez Acosta faces 2 first-degree intentional homicide charges for the incident in July. His next court appearance is January 29th.
A Winneshiek County elderly couple is out $15,000 after falling victim to a new phone scam. Authorities are now asking the public to be on the lookout. The sheriff's office says scammers are currently targeting landlines. They'll tell victims their grandchild was in an an accident and arrested for texting and driving. The scammers then try to convince victims to send cash for bond money. The sheriff's office has received other reports of the same scam being attempted. If you get a call like this, do not hand over money and instead call the sheriff's office.
The first human case of bird flu in Wisconsin has been reported out of Barron County. Wisconsin DHS announced the person infected was exposed to the flock of poultry where the highly pathogenic avian influenza H5N1 virus was identified earlier this month. The virus is not easily spread from animals to people, and those who've been infected were in direct contact with the animals. Symptoms of bird flu include sore throat, fever, muscle aches, cough, and eye infections.
A federal grant will help expand broadband access in Chippewa County. The USDA awarding over $9 million to Bloomer Telephone Company to boost its infrastructure. Bloomer will install a fiber network to benefit more than 1,200 people and 73 farms across Chippewa and Dunn counties. The money, part of the Biden administration's efforts to boost internet access in particularly rural areas.
Well, local students got a head start on their future careers today. Western Technical College hosted its annual 8th grade career day. Thousands of students from multiple school districts took part exploring various career paths. Some of the fields included education, hospitality, and public safety.
It's a good opportunity to reach out to students at this point in their lives when they're trying to decide what career path do they want to be on. So we're just taking this time to explore that with them, share our passion for accounting and why we like it.
Students also had the chance to tour the facilities at the college.
In Bangor, a student-run athletic club brought holiday cheer to 2 local hospitals. The B Club hosted its annual toy and gift card donation distribution today. They gifted approximately $1,000 to both Mayo and Gunderson Amplify.
It's really great being able to see our community come together to help raise money. Our community is great with supporting others, and when we brought this up to people, everyone loved it. We had a lot of great donations, whether people were donating, whether they're getting raffle tickets, just supporting.
Students raise that money through various events like that raffle mentioned and a chili dinner.
The Oktoberfest parade marshals are donating $15,000 to local youth programs. The funds were raised through donations and sponsorships at last year's Afterglow event at Lager Field. Wrestling teams at Logan and Central High School will receive funding for new mats. And the Donna Gopher Special Festers Fund will receive money for school supplies for children with special needs.
We're just happy to be able to kind of be the conduit to be able to work with all of our great local businesses, and then to be able to turn that money around that they are giving us to give it right back to students and area youth who need it.
Parade marshals have raised more than $22,000 for youth programs since starting the Afterglow event in 2022. The
Riverfest Commodores were ringing bells at Festival Foods today. They were at Onalaska, Copeland, The Village, and Holman locations. Today, especially because it's match day, meaning up to $10,000 of donations were matched by the Commodores. Their goal to beat last year's total of $35,000.
They're going great. Kettles are busy, and folks are volunteering as well. That's the magic of it, is that folks in the community can come out to see their fellow community members and support a worthy cause to help folks that are here and struggling in the Coulee region.
We're going to get a total on how things went today. Well, if we get that update, we'll throw that on news8000.com. Well, with some winter weather coming in, schools are already making the decision to cancel classes for tomorrow. Got a list of them coming up here, including Alma Center, Arcadia, Black River Falls, and Blair Taylor. This is just a couple of them. Administrators who have the ability to make those school closures, they are doing so on news8000.com. We're getting an updated list on your screen. We'll be posting these during the entirety of this newscast a couple of times in case you miss it here. But all of these closings are also posted on news8000.com. We've got it on the homepage right now, a banner at the top, in order for you to keep up to date on which ones have currently set to close.
Congressional leaders say they now have a plan to avoid a government shutdown this weekend.
White House Speaker Mike Johnson faces backlash over the last-minute measure.
It's Blain's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like $50 off this DeWalt battery combo pack, For the trendsetters, all men's work and sport and women's CGCG apparel 30% off. For the kids, save 20% on assorted remote control vehicles and drones. Plus, buy online and pick up in our convenient drive-thru. For holiday hosting, gift giving, and memory making, we have what you need for less. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is facing a revolt from fellow Republicans over a last-minute measure to keep the government funded into the spring and avoid a shutdown.
An increasing number of Republicans, including President-elect Donald Trump, object to billions of dollars in spending that have been added to the bill. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
A spending bill showdown days before a deadline to avert a government shutdown after a deal unraveled Wednesday night following opposition by President-elect Donald Trump.
We reached a bipartisan agreement to meet the needs of the American people. House Republicans have now unilaterally decided to break a bipartisan agreement that they made.
The more than 1,500-page bill released late Tuesday would have kept government funding levels steady through mid-March. Add-ons to the bill included more than $100 billion in disaster relief, economic assistance for farmers, a commitment for federal funding for the fallen Baltimore Key Bridge, health care provisions, and a pay raise for Congress. Some conservatives expressed outrage over the massive measure.
It is absolutely bloated pork barrel spending.
Elon Musk, tapped to lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, came out swinging on social media, declaring the bill dead. President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance proposed a temporary funding bill without what they called Democrat giveaways, combined with an increase in the debt ceiling. Going on to say increasing the debt ceiling is not great, but we'd rather do it on Biden's watch. The last-minute negotiations now throwing Congress into chaos.
I don't know of anyone who wants to see a government shutdown.
Lawmakers have until Friday to avert a shutdown. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
An Oscar Mayer offer that's not baloney.
More on how to become a hot dogger after the break.
Definitely have snow in the forecast here for your Thursday. We'll kind of time out when it starts, when it ends, how much we might receive, and what it looks like going forward for your Friday and the weekend. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Ford gets 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Hardee's candy bacon glistening with caramelized brown sugar adds a festive twist to made-from-scratch breakfast biscuits, Frisco sandwiches, or anytime. Unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. Try our new app-exclusive Candy Bacon Frisco Chicken.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Want to fill your resume with some baloney?
Well, it's not actually baloney. It's legit. Oscar Mayer is hiring Wienermobile drivers. Applications to become a hot dogger are now open to recent college graduates. The company is looking for 12 people to travel the U.S. in the iconic Wienermobile for 1 year. For a one-year full-time gig.
While sharpening your social media and marketing chops, you'll also be responsible for driving and maintaining the 27-foot-long hot dog on wheels. You can apply now through January 31st for what Oscar Mayer calls a relished position.
Well, with some winter weather coming in, some schools are already canceling classes for tomorrow.
That's right. The list coming up on your screen, including Independence, Mondovi, and Whitehall school districts, all set to be closed.
We have a full list of updated closures on our website, news8000.com.
That's right, and we've been bracing for this. It's been an alert day on the books for the last few days. Greg's been tracking it tonight. Greg, what are the details? What can people expect on the way to work tomorrow morning?
Well, definitely the snow will start pretty much after around the morning commute for some areas, maybe a little bit later further south you go, but it's really the morning to about early afternoon when the snow rate is probably the highest, where roads will be an issue, at least snow covered, and we'll still have snow in the afternoon, but we also have to contend with maybe a little bit of wind going into late afternoon and evening hours too that could have some blowing and drifting. So the alert day and most of the snowfall, the heaviest, is still north of I-90. Pretty much that still remains kind of the case as we look at overall this. So really, if we time it out, snow arrives for the morning commute. The heaviest, as I mentioned, in the morning hour for most areas. We'll see that. And then evening commute, we'll still have light snow going on, but it'll be hit and miss here. Still some moderate or even heavy potential during that time frame. But the wind, especially as you go further west of the river, is going to be the main factor, I think, going in. And if you look at the snow, roads and slick spots, that's really going to be the issue for snowpack and visibility too. The heaviest could reduce visibility down to a half mile or times. And then towards the evening hour, it's really the snow rate begins to drop off. The wind will probably pick up, but I think still slick spots, but snow cover will become less of a factor probably with temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. So really it's the morning, but even the evening and going even to Friday morning with the wind continuing, some of the exposed areas could still have some issues going into Friday morning. Here's a snow that begins to push, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, around 4 to see it push over to Eau Claire. This area pretty much near Eau Claire, I-94 will probably continue to see snow. It'll extend all the way down to potentially La Crosse, but we might see a little bit break for the areas I-90 further south for maybe an hour along the morning commute, but it's quickly going to fill back in. Then we'll see that snow rate begin to pick up towards La Crosse towards probably after 9 to 11 to get moderate, maybe a little heavier snowfall. Meanwhile, up to the north, it's just continuous light, moderate snowfall throughout the morning. In the afternoon, you'll start seeing the shift a little bit further east and south of the heavier or moderate snowfall, and you'll start seeing a few more breaks here to the west. So by the time we get to the afternoon hours, a lot more hit and miss light snow up here, probably more steady light, maybe moderate snow south of I-90 and further east. And if you see, that trend will continue to the evening hours. So by the time we get to 6, we're still seeing some light snow, but it's not as much. and the rates there, but the wind, as you notice, northeast and eventually north is going to start picking up, and I think that'll be more of an issue once the snow kind of decreases towards the evening. We'll still see snow past 7, but I don't think we'll see a lot of accumulation past about probably 6 or 7. This is the accumulation through 9 a.m. You start seeing it kind of get closer to the afternoon hour, 2 to 4 generally up, maybe a little bit higher as you go further to the northeast. You can see generally over in our areas 2 to 4, but it starts pushing further south and east as we get later in the day. And then past that, we may pick up another inch or an inch and a half as we go throughout the evening hours, but I think most of the accumulation will probably be done by 6, a little bit earlier as you go further north. Total snowfalls, this area is still of a concern, but it does get closer to the Mississippi River further north of La Crosse, where you could see 4 to 6, and there could be some isolated areas in this band that get 7, maybe in a little bit more. It drops off fairly quickly as you go further south towards Prairie du Chien because of the drier air down there. It's going to cut the snow off and just give them a short period of snow, potentially even a little bit of freezing drizzle with that down there, 1 to 2 as you go further south. So that's what we're looking at. This could change obviously throughout the daytime, but right now it's been fairly steady that we're going to see it. So once we get past Thursday, Friday could be the wind, could have still some road issues going on Friday morning, but the weekend overall fairly dry, a little bit colder than average. But then the big story for a Christmas week, is going to be more of the mild temperatures go out that time frame. And with the snow on the ground, temperatures getting above freezing towards 40, we might have to contend with more fog issues going into next week with that setup, and then we'll see if the snow can stick around as the temperatures warm up to near 40.
All right. Well, everybody be careful tomorrow.
Yep.
Wherever you've got to go. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Cat is back. One Minnesota T-Wolf player reflecting on Karl Anthony Towns' first game against his old team. Plus, the Bucks were crowned NBA Cup champs last night after a win against OKC. Hear from Giannis on what's to come next. Jacob is after the break.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Season's greetings from Wesco and Sparta. Buy one furniture item at regular price and get the second furniture item half off. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? How about Hi, Grandma. How about
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, sis. Guess who's home?
You made it. Smile, everyone. Measure your life in
Seasons of love. Measure your life in love.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Get up to $88.45 in total savings or lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Season's greetings from Wesco and Sparta. Buy one furniture item at regular price and get the second furniture item half off. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Bring all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, slice it however you want. The Bucks are NBA Cup champions after going 7-0 in the in-season tournament. Now, Milwaukee is cementing themselves as a legitimate contender in the East, and Giannis is excited to see where this leads his side next.
We had this goal as a team, and we accomplished it. We accomplished it. I'm very proud of everybody. I'm so happy for Dame that we got our first trophy together. And this is just the beginning. We got to keep on improving, keep on getting better, and we will be better.
Fun fact, former assistant Darvin Ham and wing Torian Prince have now never lost an NBA Cup game, a perfect 14-0 in the 2 years. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves will be playing on primetime tomorrow against the Knicks. It's the first meeting this year between the two teams and also the first since Karl Anthony Towns was sent to New York and Dante DiVincenzo and Julius Randle were shipped to Minnesota. Now, Randle said it's just another game for him, but Naz Reid is looking forward to going against Cat, the guy that showed him so much about the league.
You know, this is the first time he's been on the other side, so I'm sure it will be. I'll be right there with him. I mean, he's a guy who taught me the ropes, you know, kind of helped me get to the predicament I'm in today. So, I mean, I'm obviously we got to compete against each other, but I mean, it's still my brother at the end of the day.
Now this year with the Knicks, Anthony Towns is just behind Jalen Brunson in points per game at 24.8, and he's grabbing 13.9 rebounds a contest. In the college ranks tonight, the 9th-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles avoid being upset at home with a late surge, taking down Butler 80-70. Cam Jones was 23 in that one to lead all scorers. On the women's side, the North Carolina Tar Heels bounced back from their loss to Georgia Tech, and it wasn't former Aquinas guards Lexi Donarski's best shooting day, but she still played 25 minutes and had a good impact, and she's averaging almost 10 points a game this year. And in the NHL, the Wild looking for their second win on their 5-game homestand. They are trailing the Florida Panthers. Minnesota will be back at home on Friday. All right, now it's time for our Play of the Week nominees. A good batch to choose from this week. Tight race from this time around. Getting us going here at number 1, it's wrestling action from last night. GET Melman's taking on West Salem Bangor. It's the Titans' Colton Koss putting his opponent in, let's just say, less than advantageous position as he gets the pin right there. West Salem Bangor would win the duel by 6. At number 2, we head to the hockey rink. The Avalanche taking on West Salem, and Brody Slusser gets ahead of steam and he slots it home to get the scoring started, and it would be an important goal from the Holman sophomore as his side would be victorious in this one 4-3. An appropriate ranked number here for number 3, it's the Aquinas guard Ava Fernholz hoisting a step back 3 right before the halftime buzzer, splashing it. She had 15 points in the Blue Gold's 5-point win against Holman. At number 4, we go to Elroy. Royal Panthers unbeaten to start this year, and plays like this are a good reason why. Good body control by Trey Wilds on the spinning fadeaway against New Lisbon. A nice play in the 44-point win. And at number 5, a dazzling shooting display last night from Westby's Maddox Fensill in their win over Fenimore. He hit 5 threes, didn't miss one in the first half. 8 of 10 finished from the game in that one. All of his points came from the 3-point line. So that is the 5 to choose from for this week. To choose your favorite, head to news8000.com. Under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week and click on your favorite. Voting is live right now. It closes Friday at 5 and we'll announce the winner during the 6 p.m. sports. And guys, I just checked.
Good stuff.
45 shares on Facebook already from tonight. So
okay.
these are
There's
some tight
good
races.
ones.
These communities want this one this week, and I can see why. There's some good
I
plays.
like the wrestling one. It looks like he's doing yoga poses, like really tough ones.
Yeah.
Those aren't easy.
Those are all really good contenders. The communities want to get that win to enter into the holiday
Exactly.
season.
This is the last one of this year since we'll be winding down for the game, so getting ready for 2025 as well. But it's going to be a tight race, so make sure you share and keep voting as well, as much as I think you can once a day. So
perfect.
All right, sounds good. All right, Rats Behind the Wheel, an experiment you're not going to want to miss right after this.
One of the things that I found very helpful was with the education that Tom provided me to help me understand the role that each unit played in helping to maintain good water quality.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in.
Trade it in.
The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in.
Trade it in.
If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
Trade it
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Did you know that when you buy from Maury's, you get Maury's Promise? Maury's will always offer you our best price first, upfront, pure and simple. And our product specialists are commission-free, so there's no haggling necessary. Our lifetime powertrain warranty on new vehicles covers your engine and transmission nationwide for life. Also, our powertrain warranty on Maury's certified pre-owned vehicles covers you for 10 years, 100,000 miles, and much, much more. Maury's, moving life forward.
One of the things that I found very helpful was with the education that Tom provided me to help me understand the role that each unit played in helping to maintain good water quality.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
A research study has scientists putting lab rats behind the wheel.
Not only can these rats drive, but they seem to prefer it over walking. The study, which has been ongoing for several years, is led by behavioral neuroscientist Kelly Lambert and her team.
Using treats like Fruit Loops as incentives, the researchers have trained their pint-sized test subjects to operate those homemade Ratmobiles by pressing a gas pedal-like lever to reach their tasty rewards. The team is now exploring some new experiments, including potential rat races to try and test their competitiveness.
Yeah, I wonder what the ultimate goal is here. It's really cute to watch, but
Yeah.
what are we trying to get at here?
I don't know. I mean, they were just bored of having rats go through mazes, and they just wanted something else to do.
I think they need to experiment with different cereals too, see if they respond the same way.
Yeah, it could be the power of Fruit Loops.
Yeah, if you put some like healthy granola in there, maybe they wouldn't.
Maybe not.
They wouldn't want to move. All right, we'll see. All right, Greg has one final look at your forecast right after this.
Happy holidays and the best to you this season. From all of us at News 8 Now.
From messes to spills, with next-gen Nuvella Performance Fabric, you can relax. It's life-resistant. And right now, you can save on new high-performance styles. And don't forget to shop our year-end clear-out with select items up to 50% off. Only at Ashley.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like assorted Christmas candy and gift sets, 25% off. For the home chef, this digital air fryer, only $79.99. For the makers and DIYers, save $50 on this DeWalt battery combo pack. Plus, buy online and pick up in our convenient drive-thru. For holiday hosting, gift giving, and memory making, we have what you need for less. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
At Jolivet Family Farms, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Fraser for Christmas trees, wreaths, garlands, bows, fruit and gift baskets, gift cards. Buy fresh, buy local. Concord grapes, cheeses, organic eggs, honey, jams, syrup, pancake mixes, meats, pizzas, specialty chocolates, Wisconsin beer and wines, salsas. Dazzling crafts and decor items. Take home some pies, cookies, bars, and breads from our homemade bakery. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
The end-of-year sales event is on now at Osseo Automotive, and that means big selection, big savings. Drive home a new 2025 Chevy 3500 HD Dually Diesel for just $83,900. Or a 2024 Chevy Suburban RST for only $76,900. How about a 2024 Chevy Colorado Z71 Crew Cab for $47,900? Or a 2025 Chevy Trail Boss for just $61,900? Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Ashley's Stellar Sleep Celebration is going on now. Snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. And receive a $300 gift with purchase. Hurry to your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
All right, the snow will be heavy at times, potentially in the morning to the early afternoon, and that's, I think, when the worst of the road conditions, although we'll have wind pick up late in the evening, so even the even commute with regards to not having as much snow, we'll still have potential to see some road issues then also. So this may continue through Thursday night, even into Friday morning. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but definitely prepare for some snowy roads, bad travel conditions, and obviously change plans if you can.
Yeah, we will. All right, that does it for us at 10. Alexandra and Art will see you starting at 5 a.m. tomorrow.